Hello there and welcome to the Bicycle Diaries and welcome to Ludlow. If you don't know where I am, Ludlow is a little market town in South Shropshire, and to give you a bit more of an idea, just about 30 kilometres over there is Wales, and it gets very hilly. I've got my bike with me, so I will be doing a couple of rides, but because it's an area that I don't know very well, I've had to plan the routes out using the Hammerhead dashboard and then transfer them over to my Karoo. But before we get on the bike, let's have a quick look round the town. Well, here I am on the ride. Absolutely no idea where I'm going. This is a route from Strava, transferred directly to my Karoo. All I know is it's 32 kilometres with about 430 metres of climbing. So let's see where I go. Just looked at the upcoming elevation on the Karoo and it looks like I'm on a climb now. I've got about 100 meters or so to climb and then it'll descend for a bit, and then after that, not really sure. Okay, the climb has kind of revealed itself now. Looks like I'm going up the side of a steep valley. So I'm just going to reduce my cadence, just tick away. I have no idea what's coming, so I've just got to take it fairly easy. The only frame of reference I've got is that it's a little bit like the Buns, Bent and Hoe route at home that I'm used to. Similar distance, but about 25% more climbing. Having this upcoming elevation on the Karoo is really useful. I can see I've got about 1.5 kilometres, 2 kilometres of climbing before this one ends, and then it's a descent and then another little climb. Well, I'm afraid that beat me. Apparently it's called Stoke Bank, 100 meters long, and it looks like a gradient of about 15–16%. Made it halfway, but just couldn't do the second half. I felt like I was going to tip back on the bike, it's so steep. Good news is I've only got about 60 meters to walk now, so I'll get to the top and hopefully that's it. Thankfully it's leveled out a bit and I'm able to get back on the bike. Hopefully the gradients and the climbs aren't going to be as bad as that, and it's just going to be reasonably undulating from here back to town now. And for the record, it's nothing like the Buns Benton Hoe. So what goes up must come down. I've just descended the other side of the valley and that was terrifying. On the brakes all the way down, 18% descent. Blimey. I'm just starting to climb again now, so hopefully this won't be quite so bad. According to the Karoo, that's the last little bit of climbing for a minute. I've got 2 kilometers of descent, and then again, who knows what's coming up. The Karoo doesn't see that far ahead. It's quite good fun riding these little back lanes of Shropshire. Bit of a mystery tour. So there we go, that's 35 kilometers done, and they were tough 35 kilometers, but at least I've done my first ride here in Shropshire. Let's see what tomorrow brings. So okay, day 2, sun's out. Let's take a nice ride down to Leominster. Just ridden out of Ludlow, across the river and into a place called Ludford, which is quite funny because I've got some very good cycling chums called Ludford, and heading to a place called Leominster. Again, I don't know very much about Leominster. I know it's another little market town, very picturesque. Should be very nice. Today's route is 37 kilometers with about 370 meters of climbing, so it's going to be a little bit like the Hayling Island run that I do at home. I know with the upcoming elevation I've got quite a climb for a bit, and hopefully a bit of downhill as well. That's one of the climbs out of the way. Just gone through a little village called Richard's Castle, just on 8 kilometers in, and the upcoming elevation's saying that it's more or less flat now for the next 4 or 5 kilometers, so I'll just enjoy that. Arrived in Leominster. It's one of these places in the UK that's not pronounced the way the name is spelt, so it's Leo something or other. Anyway, I'm expecting it to be one of these very nice little black and white market towns that they have around here. Should be very nice. Well, this is all very pleasant. The big question is, do I stop for refreshments or do I head straight back to Ludlow? Well, I quite fancied having something at the press room. That looked quite nice, but unfortunately they don't take card payments less than £10. Leominster seemed very nice, but I think I'll head back to Ludlow, then I can meet up with the family and have something there. Looks like the Karoo is navigating me back to Ludlow on the main A49 road, which isn't ideal. But let's see, it's about 16 kilometres. There is a bit of a climb coming up, but nothing too major. But I had the headwind on the way here, so I've got a nice tailwind on the way back. I have to say, while the road is quite busy, the road surface itself is absolutely beautiful. Butter smooth tarmac, absolutely fantastic. Ooh, I'm mile munching now. So there we go, that's me back in Ludlow, another 39 kilometres in the bank of fitness and a very enjoyable day out on the bike. All in all, it's been an absolutely fantastic few days away in Ludlow and exploring the surrounding Shropshire hills. It was actually a family trip, so I didn't get to spend every single waking moment on the bike, which explains why my weekly totals so far are 73 kilometres ridden, 3 hours and 15 minutes of seat time, and I've climbed 714 metres, bringing the year's total to 3,432 kilometres ridden. I've got 149 hours of seat time and I've climbed 20,935 metres. And if we go over to Strava, we can see that on Wednesday my fitness score was 55 and on Thursday it was 56. So yes, I am back home here in Hampshire again, and the weather next week is looking pretty good. And with that in mind, I feel that I've been neglecting my endurance somewhat. The last couple of weeks the rides haven't been very long and the totals for the week have been around the kind of 100 kilometre mark. So I hope to put that right by going out and doing some longer rides and working on my endurance again. Thanks for watching.
Breathe. Free, free.